I'm pretty sure I was just in the States. I didn't do any film. I might even be in the States right now. I didn't do any filming, but the roads are different, eh? Even here. Wider. You should have seen this road I was just on. It was all built up like a high grade. And it just was perfect and sort of followed the contours. I've never seen a logging road like it. Huge ditches and just everything was built up. It was almost like built with a sense of pride, like that American pride that you guys have. That like, it was just that we don't have here in Canada. It just had like more quality put into it, more care. There's no better way to describe it. It seemed like it was built with a sense of pride for the country and for people who are using it, the other workers and stuff. You guys do things a little different. I know I'm really close to the border when I got off the highway, but I don't have service here, so I can't look at my satellite. I should have my GPS on this phone, but I'm pretty sure I was just in America. I didn't see any signs, but almost guaranteed the logging roads connect. It's kind of the way it works, right? I mean, they'll most likely, and this is all just speculation, when we're logging on the Canadian side, really close to the border, it's just easier for us to just haul to a mill down in the States that would be right over the border on the Washington side. So I bet that the roads just connect right across, and then they'd have some special deal going. Oh, I'm zoomed right in. They'd have some special deal going where they the guys could just go right across and haul right across. So like right here's the junction. I came from up that way. I'll go down this way a little bit here. But I've been heading south for a while, and I know I was already really close to the border. It's just endless bush. Probably gonna turn around and go back, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I was just over the border. Now I started thinking, I'm like, should I just jump the border? Maybe I shouldn't be saying that on here, but I wouldn't be doing anything illegal. I'm pretty sure if they caught me, they'd just send me back. I'm gonna turn around here. I don't feel like going down there. Don't want to go down there anymore. This thing's smelling weird. It always smells bad, but I keep smelling like fuel. I actually climbed under to see if there was a leak, because I hit some sticks and stuff earlier. They hit the bottom pretty hard. Rather than smelling the usual burnt oil that I smell from this thing, I keep smelling like fuel. I don't even know if that's just, the air is so clean over here. Might be smelling just from that generator being in here over the time. I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure that I'm either in the States now or I just was. So I started thinking, because I want to go down to the States for the winter. That'd be great, and continue the journey and head down south. Arizona, Utah, Southern California if it gets too cold. And so, like, I know you're not allowed, I think with the rules right now, you're not allowed to, spinning too much tire. I think with the rules right now, you're not allowed to drive across, but you can fly across. So I probably wouldn't be long down there with my BC plates before I'm pulled over and asked what I'm doing down there. So I'd have to have a story, right? Like, I'm down here on work for this or that. I think you can drive across if you're there on work. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to lie and break the law, but I wouldn't be doing anything bad. I just want to go down there and explore and see some stuff. I'm not trying to move down there. I'm going to go down there and spend some money, help out the American economy. So then I started thinking, should I just go right now? Like, that's kind of the beauty of what I'm doing. I'm like, right here, I think I'm probably already in the States. I started thinking, should I just keep cruising south that way and just keep taking logging roads down until I find myself in some little town in Washington, northern Washington, and just ride it out as long as I can, keep heading south. Is that illegal? I don't know. I mean, what's really going to happen? What's the worst that can happen, right? They catch a guy, might have to spend the night in the clink, that's it, and then they send you back. Probably don't even spend the night in the clink. They just probably send you back, and then that'd be that, right? Don't let us see you down here again, or we'll throw you in jail. So, kind of a cool thought. I should have shown you guys that road I was on, but it was different than any logging road I've ever seen. The way the trees are piled, everything. So it just kind of felt American. Pretty funny stuff, eh? To add on to what I'm saying about the border thing, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this stuff or if I'll even put this video out, but I'm not breaking any laws, but I'm going to talk about a guy who did. So this guy, I'm not going to say his name or anything, but I know him. Long time ago, he was dealing in nefarious things, devil's lettuce, and he would grow this stuff up in the bush and sell it wherever he could. And a lot of it, it went down to the States. And so he was down there, and he was picking up call it a cash pack. So it's a bunch of money. It was 15 or 20,000 or something. And he ended up getting caught. He was meeting with this girl. She was going to give him the cash, and I guess he was going to bring it back up here somehow, back into Canada. He's Canadian, right? Well, it was an undercover sting. This girl had set him up. And so as soon as he went to meet her in this parking lot, Walmart or whatever, he was surrounded and arrested. And he was thrown in jail down there. And he was given a promise to appear type thing. They let him go, and he had a court date coming up. It wasn't like a serious offense where they keep you locked up or anything. And well, it was pretty serious at the time, but not serious enough for them to keep him in jail until his court date. It wasn't murder or some sort of a crime against a minor or anything like that. So they let him go, and he was looking at doing time down there, and he really didn't want to do that. So he jumped the border somewhere around here, maybe a bit further west to here, over by Hope is the story. And he's still here today and doing his thing free, and never ended up having to go to that court date or serve any time or anything down there. It wasn't like they deported him for that. Like the Canadians wouldn't deport him back, and the Americans wouldn't even try, right? But yeah, he ran the border, and they let him out. He got away with it. Now, he obviously didn't get to keep his cash, but he got back. to his home country. He didn't have to do time down there. So it's totally possible to jump the border. I mean, obviously there's a big problem right now going on with it down there and with Mexico and everything on the southern border, and how many people are jumping it down there, and that's a big concern. Well, up here, the border between Canada and the US is the biggest international border in the world. It's the longest and most unpatrolled. It's so huge and vast. It's all just bush. It's all like this, right? Why do I keep smelling fuel? Anyways, so it's so huge and vast, this border. And so it's pretty easy to get across if you want to do that sort of thing. And so yeah, that's my story for today. Finish off that video. I gotta figure out why I'm smelling so much fuel. Be back. Okay, so I figured out why I'm smelling fuel. Oh no. This is all fuel. Look at this. Jerry can flipped on me. Oh man. Oh. No. Oh. Nightmare. See guys, I've got this plastic bag for a lid, the cap. Almost as soon as I bought this jerry can, I filled it up one time at a gas station, and I left the yellow cap sitting there on the side, and I drove away, and I'd spilled a bunch of fuel already. Within a couple hours, I checked again, and sure enough, it was missing. So then last night I got in here, and I was putting my generator in here because when I got into the cab, there's too much fumes. And so when I sleep in there, like I did last night because it was so cold, I put my generator in here so I don't have to breathe the fumes of the generator fuel that's in the tank there. So I set this jerry can up on there, that bench, and I forgot. And now I've been driving logging roads for however long, and like I said to you guys a couple times, I kept smelling fuel. I actually was crawling around on the ground looking under this thing, expecting to see a fuel leak. So I hit a couple sticks and they brushed the bottom, and I thought maybe I ripped a fuel line, but I couldn't see it. So I kept smelling it. Look at it. It's all wet with fuel, man. Oh man. I kept smelling it, so I knew something was wrong, and I look in there, and well, you guys just saw, there's the fuel can upside down. So plastic bags don't work very well for lids on jerry cans. Oh man. Well, nice thing is gasoline evaporates at a pretty rapid rate when it's exposed to the open air. And so that will evaporate up. I got the windows open now, but it probably soaked a bunch of my stuff. And now I was going to cook right on here, which I don't exactly want to do now because everything's covered in gas. I'll light my whole camper on fire. Oh, man. Pretty vast out here, eh, guys? So, that'll be a funny ending to this video about the borders and everything, and I'm not going to jump the border, guys. I was just speaking on speculation. I like to do things legitimately, and I'm not a lawbreaker or anything like that, but that story about my friend is true, and this is a massive border along here, all the way across, and it's quite a few people are jumping it on a regular basis. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to worry about this now. Oh man.